Welcome, Virgo and Virgo cross watchers, whoops, to your mini weekly love reading. So we're going to get a card for you, one for your person, and one for the situation between you guys. This person got 3 cards. So you have the Ace of Wands here. Your person has the Ten of Swords. It should be like this. 10 of Swords, Queen of Wands, and 10 of Wands. Just going to make sure you guys can see those. So if you're new here, welcome. And of course, thank you for stopping by my channel. I upload twice a week, once on Sundays with the mini love reads, and then once on Thursdays. So we have the Knight of Cups as what's between you guys. And the 7 of Cups with the Emperor, wow. And the King of Wands. There was another sign that also got the King and Queen of Wands. I'm just actually going to write myself a note because I can guarantee you by the time this reading's over, I will forget. Sorry, just a sec. Sorry about that, Virgo. I'll write in the description box who also had one because otherwise I'll forget. So, Virgo, it feels actually like there is somebody here that I almost want to say I feel like you're not interested in them, and it feels like this person, maybe me writing that down was a waste of time because it feels like this person, they have a couple of 10s with the Queen of Wands, right? So it's clear that they're finishing something, they're closing out a cycle. I feel like this person's closing out a cycle of insecurity. It feels like they're closing out, it's almost like this person may have an energy, not where it's like, woe is me, but it's like they just take everything on. I feel like they're the kind of person that it's like they don't want anyone else to suffer. But in order for them to help other people or as many people as they want to help, it's like they don't want anybody to suffer. And I feel like they may be putting themselves in a situation quite frequently where they spend so much time making sure nobody else feels, a certain type of way that I actually feel like they might spread themselves really thin. I feel like they don't have much left for their own life. And I feel like whatever that energy is, however that expresses in their life, that's over. That's not what the Queen of Wands is about, right? It's almost like this person, I'm kind of seeing it like this. Like this person was in this energy for a long time. And it's like, and the Queen of Wands in them is starting to come up and being like, hey, wait a second. What about me? And it's not a selfish energy. I mean, sometimes it can be, but it's definitely not today for this reading for your person. It feels more like the energy of somebody that is finally starting to see that that if they don't care about themselves, all these people that they're overextending themselves to, they're not going to care either, right? And I feel like it may have been very hurtful for them to see, but I feel like half of the people they were helping wouldn't even help them back anyway. So I feel like your person's really starting to come out of that energy. And I'm just a little bit iffy about this Knight of Cups energy. Hold on for a second. Just going to get a clarifier. I feel like, hold on. We get one more clarifier for the Knight of Cups. Wow, we got the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Chariot, and the King of Cups all reversed. I'm just going to make sure the deck's upright, so that wasn't the problem. I feel like this person's kind of resurgence into who they truly are might really take people by surprise. I feel like it's almost this energy of like you'll see this person stand up for themselves, and there's something about the way that they do it that really seems to make you kind of sit up and take notice and be like, who's that over there? It's almost like there's been this gem of a person over here, but nobody could see them because they were so bogged down by kind of burying themselves in everybody else's stuff. And it doesn't feel like they were fixing other people's stuff because they couldn't fix their own. It feels more that it's like they know what it's like to feel down, and they desperately did not want anyone to feel that way. And I feel like they're starting to see that it's like, that maybe is a noble venture, but there's only so many people, or there's only, a certain type of people that's going to be worth that energy. Because I feel like if they give someone a helping hand, great. If that person comes back and tries to get them to fix their problem time and time and time and time again, then what that person didn't need was a helping hand. What that person wants is someone to do all the hard work for them. And whatever your person's been going through, they definitely won't be taken for granted anymore. That's for sure. And it just feels like once this person kind of takes, it's like they're wearing almost like a cloak made out of lead or wood that's just kind of really, not even just constricting, but it's like they can't move, they can't even walk. And so it's like they kind of take that off, and this Queen of Wands energy seems to come out, and it's almost like, I'm not trying to be facetious here, but like all their milkshake is going to bring everyone to the yard. And what's really interesting here is I feel like this person actually seems to have the most respect for you. And I feel like that's because when you come to them, you don't come to them with any type of nonsense, right? It feels like you come in very honest, and it's like you're coming in and you don't want anything from them. And it's so refreshing for them to feel like they have someone that's on their level rather than someone that needs to be pulled up. I do feel like this person may not quite be ready for, a full-fledged relationship. And I feel like you may not be ready either, but for a different reason. It's almost like you kind of want to get to know them a little bit better and make sure you know who you're getting involved with. And I feel like this person kind of needs a break from, not from everybody, not a break from that. It just feels like it's like they're finally coming into their own, and I almost feel like they are not going to want to jump into anything with anybody, because it's almost like it's the first time they've had or felt like they could be independent, but it's like the first time they felt freedom, Can we get a clarifier on this Ace of Wands? One more. And one on the Queen of Cups. Wow. Oh, they're looking for the right one, let me tell you. And I think you'll know who this person is. And like the sign that they're interested or they're ready to kind of take things to the next level actually seems to be when you see the softer side of the Queen of Wands. Okay. So the Queen of Wands talks about an energy of somebody that is very, very confident, someone that is like they fight for what they believe in, they protect the people around them, they advocate for the people around them. But it's someone that is, I'm not saying that they're loud, okay, but it's someone that has a really big energy. But I feel like they're the type of energy that the softer side of them, I want to say like the weaker side of them, most people don't see. So when you see that softer side of them, I feel like it's kind of a heads up that they're ready to kind of, pursue something with you. However, there's a caution here that it's like if things move too quickly or this person feels like you're encroaching on their space, I'm not saying that you will, and neither are the cards. That's not at all what I've seen in any of the cards. It's just this is how to approach it with them. I feel like it would still need to be very slow. And I feel like they seem to really appreciate kind of like they want to be around people who have their lives together. And it's like, that doesn't mean that you have to have everything together, right? Nobody ever really does. But that you're capable of handling your own business. They want someone that's going to be kind of like an asset to their life, not someone that's going to just detract from their life. And they seem to see that in you. It just feels like they're going to be cautious about doing that. And I feel to a certain extent they may not quite notice that right away. And I feel like that's more because they're enjoying this freedom that they've got. So I think I'll leave it there, Virgo. If this reading resonated, I hope it was helpful and brought you some clarity. And we will see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.